What is going on, guys? Welcome to the match reaction. Manchester United played Brighton tonight. We were away to Brighton and we have won 3-0. Absolutely amazing. I must say, watching the matches recently, I've been very excited. We've been lacking, previously, we've been lacking an attacking kind of exciting build-up. So it is really, really nice to see some sexy football. Like, that's what it is. I'm sitting there and I'm really enjoying it. We have players who are all going forward. We literally annihilated Brighton, and it's nothing to get too excited about because Brighton, no offense, but we're a much better team than Brighton, and we should be beating them. And it was just amazing to see. They literally stood no chance. We were all over them. Our players were just passing beautiful, one-touch football. Everything about the game in the first half was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I'll go through the starting lineup first. And I was actually very happy to see it because I do feel like this is the starting lineup that we should be kind of going with going forward. So Manchester United obviously had David De Gea in goals, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then we had Nemanja Matic, who I think is paramount in our midfield. A lot of people, oh, thank you so much. Someone sent me a super chat. Hang on. Andrew John says, Happy Pride, baby girl, good game. Thank you so much for your super chat. It means a lot to me. But anyway, back to the team. So we had Nemanja Matic, again, who I already said, I think he's paramount. A lot of people don't rate him, but he's just so solid. He gives the other guys the chance to go forward while he holds the fort. He's like the daddy. He just kind of holds it up, make sure everyone's all right. And yeah, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. So then we had Paul Pogba, Rashford, Fernandez, Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial. And for me, that screams fear for the opposition because you have those players coming at you. It's way more dangerous than Andres Pereira and a Jesse Lingard coming at you. No offence to those players, but they didn't step up for Norwich and they don't really step up when they come on. This starting lineup is our best starting lineup, 100%. I love Fred, I love Scott McTominay, but I just think Matic is that extra security for us. Got another super chat again. Oh yeah, thank you, Andrew. Honestly, I'm actually happy for you that you did win the league because I know it means a lot to you. But yeah, let's not make that happen again. But anyway, so yeah, started absolutely brilliant. I must say, Mason Greenwood, watching him and his little step overs, like, I don't know if you remember when Ronaldo played for Manchester United and he was doing all these step overs and he was brilliant, but he was just so like flamboyant on the pitch and stuff, and it was lovely to watch when you could pull it off. But I feel like Mason Greenwood can't just run with the ball. He has to do step overs, and it looks so easy for him because it's not easy. It is not easy to do step overs the way he does, and he makes it look so simple. It looks effortless from him, and he's just like, it's majestic. But the assist came from Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Mason Greenwood for that first goal. And it was just a lovely pass. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been absolutely brilliant of late since signing. He's just a great signing, and he's still so young. I think he's only 21 years old, which is mad because our team is quite young when you look at it that way. We do have a bright future ahead, I think. So yeah, Mason's goal was just so well taken, so confident, step overs galore, and smashes it near post. And yeah, like, he's so good. I don't know what his celebration meant though. I think it was an A because I know him and his girlfriend broke up, but it was an A. I don't know who A is unless it's H, but that can't really be a H, can it? So yeah, that was his celebration today, and what a goal it was. So then obviously in 30 minutes, I think it was, when Bruno Fernandez got his goal. And it was like funny because Bruno is always shooting from outside the box and stuff. He's kind of stopped that a little bit, but his shots are always really good. You know, they're always mostly on target, and you can just see that desire from him. He wants to score. He's just so good to watch. Like, I'm really enjoying Bruno Fernandez being there, and especially him and Pogba together. It's like it's just a perfect duo. So yeah, Pogba's just a little layoff pass to Bruno, and he sees it, shoots straight away. No need to touch, nothing. He just smashes it, and it was a really good goal. And just them two together, sorry, I think I keep cutting out the internet, I'm sorry, but them two together, Pogba and Fernandez, is just brilliant, and I really want to see more of that. I just hope, I don't want to talk about the Pogba thing anymore, but I really hope that this can continue on. I see all the comments coming in. I will get back to them in a minute, but while I'm on my train of thought, I'll just keep talking, but I will go look at the comments again. So keep your comments coming in. Make sure you drop a like on the video and let me know your thoughts on today's game. So yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So first half, we were all over them. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Happy with that. I was excited. And then second half, again, we started the same way. Brighton didn't really come at us with anything at all. I was nervous about Duffy for some reason, and because I'm Irish, I watch Shane Duffy a lot for international football and stuff. And he always seems to nick a goal against big clubs, like he might smack a header in against Manchester United or Man City, Liverpool. I think, and I don't take that as gospel, but he has scored against Manchester United previously. Scored a header, not just once, I think twice, from what I remember. But he just seems to be one of those guys that's an annoyance that does snatch a goal. So I was wary about him. I did predict a 3-1 win for Manchester United before the game, but thankfully we kept a clean sheet, which I wasn't sure we would do, just because, but I think we did really well. We defended really well. Our players were absolutely outstanding for most part of the game. Bruno, wow, absolutely love him. And then, of course, Bruno's goal. So first off, right, this is the third goal. And Matic, right, Nemanja Matic, the people who don't really rate him, his little pass, right, he just gets it and he smashes it to Mason Greenwood, who's running down the left. Matic's awareness and his, that wasn't just a fluke that he just kicked the ball away. He saw Mason Greenwood going and he's like, right, I'm going to smash it that way, Mason will get it. And the ball from Mason Greenwood was spectacular. It's not just a cross into anyone. He looks up, he sees Bruno Fernandez running in back post, and Bruno, there was a guy near him, but he should have been closer to him, let's say. And Bruno just literally smashes it, and what a goal. It was unstoppable. The keeper wasn't touching that. So yeah, excellent ball to begin with from Matic, and then the cross in by Mason. Sorry, I'm cutting out again with the internet. A lot of people are saying Mason is, he's a bit young, you shouldn't be playing him. It might, stunt his growth. He's got a lot ahead of him. I do agree to an extent, but he's such a strong player. His build is big, and yeah, I just think he needs to be playing all the time. Fernandez for the win says, oh, by the way, how do you feel about Connolly? So if you don't know, Aaron Connolly is an Irish footballer. He plays for Brighton. He started and he did well for what he had. As the pundit said, he was living off scraps for most of the game. He is a great future talent, I'm sure, for Brighton. And I'm excited to see what he can do in an Ireland shirt. But yeah, Brighton didn't really have much to do. Let me just take a look at the stats here on my iPad. I don't know where that accent came from, sorry. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, so it was Mason Greenwood in the 16th minute, Bruno Fernandez 29th, and then in the 50th minute we got the third one. Apparently Brighton had 7 shots, but only 2 on target, and those 2 that were on target, David De Gea, the first one was a good save, very good, but the second one I thought was really, really good. It was just safe of him to do so, but it was a good shot to get at the keeper, So yeah, well done to De Gea. Anything he had thrown at him, he dealt with it very well. United had 12 shots and 6 of those were on target, and of course we scored 3 goals. So that is good. We had 63% possession. Andrew, again, thank you so much with the super chat. Turns out Greenwood did the A for Angel Gomes. Maybe. And Angel Gomes, I'll actually talk about that later. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, the stats, I think it spoke for itself really. We had all the possession pretty much, Anne Marie is here. She says, how are you? What's the crack? I'm absolutely buzzing because I was going into that game nervous just because Brighton seemed to be a bit of a jammy team with us at times, and it was just a game that we had to win because we really need 3 points. We need to catch up on the teams ahead. Internet again. We need to get as many points as we can, so it's just paramount to just keep scoring goals, keep the momentum going, have all our players keep consistency. I think when Solskjaer made all the subs, because he has to, people may say, oh, why did he take Bruno off? Why did he do this? Like, you have to think we're playing games every 4 days or so, and the players will be wrecked. We don't want to get anyone injured, because imagine if Bruno gets injured or Pogba gets injured, we're screwed. We are screwed, because you see what happens. These guys get taken off, and then the other guys can't step up. And that's not me hating on the other guys. It's just facts, because they're not good enough. Unfortunately, they can't really get anything done. They couldn't get anything done with Norwich, and the main lads had to come on, step up, and get stuff done. And it was a very, very hard struggle. Like, Norwich are battling relegation, they're bottom of the league, and we needed our main men to come on. That's unacceptable. But yeah, I feel like when Pogba came off, when Bruno came off, the momentum just went downhill. And yeah, it was alright. Like, the second half wasn't, or the end of the second half, it wasn't terrible. But the fluidity and the sexiness of the game just it was dead. Okay, let's see. Right, we'll get into some of the comments. But Andrew brought up earlier about Angel Gomes and said that Mason Greenwood's A was for Angel Gomes. I don't know if that's true or not, but Angel Gomes leaving, it's disappointing for me because I think he's a great player. I think he's just, because the low centre of gravity, he's such a nimble, small little guy who can get in and out of any kind of situation. I think he's very gifted, very talented. And it's very sad to see him go because he's gone for free. So even though, I don't think the wages was the problem. A lot of people are saying, oh, he wanted X amount for the week. I don't think that was the case. It was just all about game time. Game time, game time, game time. He wants to play. He's getting older. Like, he's not old, but he is getting older. And he's not really been given enough time, and I feel bad for him, and I understand if that's why he's gone. 100%, I'd probably do the same. I 100% would do the same, actually, if I wasn't really getting the time that I deserve, because Lingard gets time. Lingard is muck. When they've been given their chances, they do not produce. So why is Angel Gomes not getting the same treatment? Like, why isn't he getting a chance? So completely understand, and I wish him the very best wherever he goes. I do secretly hope that he signs some sort of last second contract, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen because there's only, a couple of hours left maybe. But yeah, it's sad, but apparently Lampard has come out and said that Chelsea aren't in for him. So I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know what I believe, but I wish him the best of luck. Okay, anyway, I'm going to check some of the comments out. I'm just going to look here because my phone doesn't hold on to those comments. Okay, so Ian says, what do you think of the comparisons between RVP and Mason Greenwood? Thanks for the comment, Ian Mark. I do love the whole RVP thing because obviously Robin Van Persie is such a good player, and obviously he was one of my favourites at his time at Manchester United. He was, again, great to watch, really creative, and he could just score goals from anything, really. And I feel like Mason Greenwood is similar in that way, but I feel like he's actually creating his own identity. The whole step over thing, like, as I said earlier in the video, if you were here, I don't think he can run normally with the ball, just dribbling. Like, it's so easy for him to just do all these mad step overs. He looks incredible, and it looks effortless. So I think, yeah, the comparisons, what a compliment to him to be compared to Robin Van Persie. I'm sure he's happy about it, but at the end of the day, I think he's becoming this strong young player who's just bursting with energy. It's lovely to see, and yeah, I think they are very similar, but I'd like to see him make his own name. I think Greenwood will definitely be a star, 100%. Thomas is in the comments, Thomas Riley, and he said Matic doesn't get the credit he deserves. He is consistently brilliant. 100% agree, Thomas. I think Matic, like, look, I've been critical of him at times as well, and it's only critical of his game, not his hair, not his style, anything like that. I think when Matic performs, he's absolutely brilliant, and he is the guy who's protecting everything. His passes today were brilliant. He won back the ball quite a few times. There was one time sorry, my internet skipped there again. But yeah, Matic, so good and deserves all the applause because he has been brilliant for us since coming back. And as I said at the start of the video, that starting 11 should be our starting 11 for the foreseeable. Just fingers crossed we don't get any injuries or anything. But yeah. Also, guys, the jersey, who does it remind you of? Let me know in the comments. I posted this on Instagram earlier, so it reminds me of Patrice Evra. So let me know who you are reminded of. A lot of people said Rooney on Instagram. So Team Caribbean says, come on guys, give David De Gea some credit. He was brilliant. Yeah, De Gea was. I don't think anyone has said anything bad about De Gea. His 2 saves in the game were really good because there was 2 shots on target for him. First one, really good. It was kind of going top corner. I think it was an Aaron Connolly shot. And then the second one, it was a great save. That was from Proper or Poster or something, whatever his name is, beginning with P. But there was a lucky one as well. There was a free kick, and it was just a cheeky little one down the left, and your man tried to cross it across the box, put it in the far post, but it didn't go in, thankfully. I think David De Gea had it covered anyway. But yeah, I was a bit nervous with that one. Orby Comps is here. He says, reminds me of Phil the Goat Jones. Poor Phil Jones. I wonder what he's doing. I haven't seen anything of him in a long time. Max Nato says, I have that jersey with Berbatov at the back, but it reminds me of Evra too. It's funny, I don't know why it reminds me of Evra. I don't really have a standout moment. All I think of when I see Evra is when he has the fake hand and he's like biting it. But I think that's when we won the league and we had the picnic table jersey. But I don't know, I just see this and I see Evra doing something funny for some reason. Trossard, that is the name, Ruben Bueller. I think, hopefully I've said your name right there. But yeah, Trossard. I was thinking Proper and Trossard together. Thank you, you saved me. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the video. And thank you for tuning in. If you're new, subscribe as well. I'm trying to do more videos as well in the future. It's just hard and it's late. I need to go to bed soon. But yeah, Comps says, who would you say was good for Brighton tonight? Who was good for Brighton tonight? Well, Mape came on. That was him. Mape, he came on and had a good shot. I think Aaron Connolly as well did well. He's really fast, really good fast player. Other than that, Proper maybe. Okay, let's see. Daniel Carter is in the comments. He says, hi Noelle, hope you're doing good. How's your new house going? Tonight's performance was good, but we should have stepped up the tempo and just a bit better. Fantastic victory, and Ollie is doing a wonderful job. I love to see that. I love to hear that people are applauding Ollie, because I have been Ollie in since the beginning. There's been a lot of talk about him and he should be going and la 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 la. But I actually think Ollie is doing a great job. He's gotten rid of some players that we really wanted gone. He's loaned out some that we hope they leave. I'm not saying any names, Sanchez. But yeah, like, I just think Ollie has a plan. Bringing in Fernandez has really changed it up. It's been enjoyable. I can even see Pogba. It looks like a happy camp around Manchester United, and Ollie knows what he's doing. A lot of people think that he's just a yes man and he has no balls. Complete bullshit. Ollie knows what he's doing. He's a great young manager. He's learning still, and he's getting there. I think what he's doing is working, and I will stand by him 100%. So I'm delighted. It was a good game. The tempo did drop 100%. The tempo dropped, but as well, the changes had to happen to make sure our players don't wear themselves out or get injured, and that's kind of the price you have to pay. We were 3-0 up and that's when the tempo dropped because obviously the substitutes. But you know, if we had conceded then, I still would have been as happy as I am now. So yeah. Stephen Riley says, do you think Pogba will stay? I'd love Pogba to stay, but I would love him to stay if there was no Mino Raiola talking shit in the media, if there was no family members or entourage going on about Pogba wanting his dream move, all that crap. I don't care if Pogba wants his dream move. I don't care if he wants Real Madrid. That's fine. I want to win the lotto. I want to live in Mauritius. Not really. I want to live in Hawaii or something like that. But I would love a mansion. I would love all this. That's fine. Don't have your manager talking shit all the time. And I'm sure he doesn't tell him to go and do it. But it's just annoying. I'd get rid of Mino Raiola. But yeah, if Pogba stays, I'd be so happy if he signed a contract. He does look very happy. And I like the whole Bruno Pogba thing going on. You can see they work really well together. It's like a match made in heaven. So I'd love if Pogba thought, okay, I see something happening here, and even for another year or two, just happily play for Manchester United. And then if he wants to go, to La Liga, it would be good for him. And I know it's, he wants to have the best career, and that would be great. But just once he's playing for us and there's no background media talk, then fine, I'd be happy. Orby Comp says, the guy who scored the screamer versus Chelsea last season. Who? What? Okay, Stephen Riley says, what do you think of United only wanting to pay 50 million for Sancho? I said this earlier on Instagram. It's like going to a steakhouse and being like, I want a Eurosaver burger. And they're like, no, like we have prime steak. This is the best stuff. It's €20 or €30. And he's like, no, I want a Eurosaver burger, Eurosaver Big Mac. Like, no, no. So Sancho is worth way more than 50 million. We all know that. And I know the situation with COVID is bad. It's difficult. Clubs may not have the money. But I think 50 million is a slap in the face. And I think Manchester United are probably going to piss off Dortmund if that's the bit they're going in for. 50 million. I don't know. I'd rather sell it to someone else. If I was Dortmund, I'd rather say no. I'll sell it to someone for 51 million if that's the case, or 49 million just to annoy us. I think Manchester United need to buck up and just get it done, because that's a joke. Zero Blade 57 says they didn't say the same before we bought Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. The money situation is just mad at Manchester United. Brian says, super happy about the win. A little worried about Maxas. He looked a bit shaken over the last few matches. Hope he's not becoming disillusioned being behind. Sorry, internet again. I thought Maxas was brilliant, but yeah, it is hard. I think the Pogba situation coming back, it hasn't worked well for McTominay, but I don't think McTominay was expecting to be a starting kind of player anyway. He has done really well, and I don't know if you saw, but during lockdown he was like working out so hard. His body, he's like absolutely ripped. I think he has more muscle than Cristiano Ronaldo at this stage. He looks unreal. He's been putting in a lot of work, but yeah, he doesn't look like the McTominay that he was before lockdown. But I'm sure he'll get the confidence back, or it's just he needs the time. I think everyone's a little bit rusty, even Rashford, a little bit rusty. Still brilliant, but yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. But I am very happy with what I'm seeing so far. Okay, next comment. Daniel Carter is in the comments and he says, Ollie has a plan to get United back to the top, and some people may find negative comments to talk about, which is annoying, like some of my family. Support, have faith, and get back Ollie. And back Ollie. 100%. Like, I've always been Ollie in. I remember watching some guy on YouTube talking about, if you say you're always Ollie in, you're a liar. Like, I watched it and I got really offended because I've never once said Ollie out. I've always stood by him, and I have this vision. I know what he's doing. I hate this whole sacking manager every few months or every couple of years. I just think it's embarrassing, and we need to just stick with someone and let their vision come to life, because if you're buying all these players and then a new manager comes in, he doesn't want those players, it's just, you're just constantly going around and around and around, and it's crap. So stick with someone who knows the club, someone who has people around him who can help him, like Alex Ferguson. I know we need to move away from the whole Sir Alex thing, but at the end of the day, Ollie takes a lot of advice from him. Ollie looks up to him. He's got a lot of friends, the class of 92 lads around him. He's got a lot of Manchester United lovers and fans around him who are there to help him, and he will progress once he's given that time. So anyone who's against Ollie, just follow him and back him and give him your all, because that's what being a fan of Manchester United is about. It's a tough one in La Liga. You just don't know who's going to win, but I think Real Madrid might snatch it, which is unfortunate because I was rooting for Barcelona, but they seem to be dropping points now. Stephen Riley says at least Ollie deserves at least 2 more years to build a team to challenge Liverpool for the title. I agree. I definitely agree. I think he will kind of get even better. Like, look what Bruno Fernandez coming in has done. I don't think anyone thought that one player would make such a difference. So can you imagine what we would do with the likes of Sancho? Or even if we had got Erling Haaland, like how good would that have been? Although our attacking players are looking very good at the moment. Although Rashford is a little bit rusty, but Max Nato says Ollie knows what he's doing. It took Klopp 5 years to build this team. Things won't change overnight, but there was also a Klopp out brigade. But look at them now. Have faith in Ollie 100%. That's the thing. Some people, like, after a few bad runs, a lot of people just get so aggravated by bad results and just feel like there's no way forward, and that's understandable, but you just have to keep positive. I think I'm a very positive person. I always try and look on the bright side, and with Ollie, you just have to, back your manager. I must say the comments tonight are hopping. This is really, really good. Thank you all for joining me, but I'm really getting tired. You can see my eyes. I'm like trying to stay awake. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in to the video. I will definitely be doing another one soon. I was going to do one on Angel Gomes, but I say it the Spanish way. But we'll see what kind of happens tomorrow when he if he announces what he's going to do. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Very excited watching it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and drop a like, and I will chat to you all soon. Good night.